guys that think it's 7 are going to bet the stock price is going to equal 7. That's what I have to say about that. You got a lot of dumbasses that are driving this market. You know, they don't know their ass from their nutsack. Show me the link to the data. Oh, show me the link. What are they basing this on? Let's take a look at the data. I've never seen a biotech like this before. I've never seen so many dumb shits in my life in biotech. And this is what happens, though, when you keep giving these stimulus checks to people. Oh, they're going to take your money, all right. Wait, they're going to take everything, tooth and bone, too. They're going to jack you up in the way you can't possibly imagine. Not a guy like you. You're smart enough to get out of it. You'll scalp trade. It ain't going to really affect you, breakout. But this lady says she was enrolled in that trial in stage 4 nothing lab. Like the people who are enrolled in the Australian company that was said to cure Alzheimer's, they had 3 patients say they were cured. Guess what? That printout, they failed the data, went to 0. That's anecdotal, dude. She could be in a placebo group for all you know, not the drug arm. I've seen a company before have 6 complete responses. They thought they had a cure for cancer. Turned out they're all in the placebo arm. It doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. You have to. That's why we run large trials, dude. That's the reason we don't go on anecdotal evidence. So I don't like these vaccines. There's no animal model. So I'm uncomfortable with that. It's why you're all going to get in big trouble. You're going to bring the end of this current world as you know it in the Antichrist kingdom because of that. That's not science. You got an N1 that says she was cured, anecdotal. And Trump says that the hydrochloroquine is going to cure people of COVID. Based on what? In vitro studies showing it's effective against COVID? By in vitro? This is what we've got? You have to have more than that. But everything's become so ridiculous, man. It's everything you get approved. That's a vaccinate millions upon millions of people on emergency use that has no animal model, no effective trials. You're basically running a phase 2 guinea pig trial right now is what they're doing. You want to be a guinea pig? This is an appalling thing. You're going to pay the price for this. And this guy, Supreme Leader, reads the Bible. He knows what I'm getting at. Okay, I have to look at the whole data. I have to look at the spider chart. Okay. Partial responses. I need to know spider chart. I need to know duration, durability, how long you're on trial. I need to know trial cycle. I need to know washout period and stuff. No, it is. See, you're going above your pay grade again, dude. No, it doesn't. See, again, you stick with trading. What you're talking about is asinine. That is not science. N1. So assuming one person CR means everybody is, that's hell of great science there, dude. Why, hey, you know something? Why run N200 trials? We'll just go with N1. Hey, it works, dude. Let's approve it. Let's sell it. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 is the reason we have this. Well-designed trials. So it's not anecdotal. Like I was telling the Trumponians, hydrochloroquine's evidence was anecdotal at best. They're not well-designed trials. That's not the scientific method, dude. It's not how it works. Of course, it's a possibility. Again, you have to observe that. I need to look at the trial. I'll give you like Trill. But this idiotic stock is still $1 billion market cap, which is absolutely retarded. The management admitted they really don't have anything. People are so dumb, they believe whatever they want to believe. They think 2 + 2 in Trill's case is 74. They're all betting on it. Need a problem? Yes, I don't know if it's 666. So with Trill, they had 1 CR. There was no washout period. The last guy was on Iraq 4. Was it Iraq 4 causing his response, or was it Trill's construct? The modus doesn't make sense. They can't explain their 1 CR. They can't prove it, or they can biomarker it. They have no way to know. They have no biomarker. They can't measure cellular occupancy. They're basically saying, we got a wiener in our hands and we don't know what it is. It looks like a wiener. I think it's a wiener, but we're not sure. We can't measure the wiener. That's not science, man. But you have over speculation that's going on there, speculating everything. That's why you're making money as a trader. Because of dummies, I think they're going to get rich in every single stock. The people that do their DD in biotech, the ones that get rich, are the ones that are going to get rewarded in general for years of sticking with something for years. They go through tremendous pain in bag holding, and they win like Jazz Pharma. $5, $4, $3, under $1. Jazz is shit. They're garbage. Blah, blah, blah. Went from 75 cents to 190. Oh, look. The science actually, those guys were right. They did their DD. What do you know? And they kept adding shares. Bingo. They're rich. They did it the old-fashioned way. They earned it. Time and patience, man. Now, did I say there's anything wrong with trading? And getting in there and trading something, what you do, breakouts? Did I say you're wrong? I don't bash on guys like you, dude. You make money, but you don't want to construe all of a sudden and make the mistake and thinking that, oh, yeah, hey, ADAP had one CR. That must mean the rest of them is going to be successful. We need to study that. You need to observe that. We need to have a strong rationale why. Then we can start talking. I like the chart is interesting on ADAP. I'll give you that. Right now, it's an interesting chart. Oh, my goodness. I feel I'm taking, did I take the blue pill or did I take the red one? If I had a dime for every time a company says they're confident to bring something to market, actually hit on it, I would be a multi-billionaire. I'd be buying Trump's orange hair. Every company says that, dude. No, they're going to say, no, you know something. So you guys, we're expecting to have, we believe, forward-looking statements, we'll be out in the market in 2022. Now, instead of saying that, hi, welcome to ADAP's conference call. By 2022, we believe we're going to be a huge fail. In fact, our stock price is going to be so bad, it'll be so bad that a dog won't even piss on it as a fire hydrant. That's how bad it's going to be. Then I could tell you that. Okay, their tone's different. Okay, good luck. I like the chart. Looks pretty interesting. It's an interesting chart. It's a wedge you could break either way. It get a big down or up, looks to me. I'm looking at it right now. It's an interesting chart. Good luck. You've been successful. But if you want to make a rationale, there's a chart. If you want to talk about why, tell me why in a scientific rationale. Let's go over the data and discuss it. You may be right. Where's Danny at? Danny's smarter than me. In fact, Danny's even smarter than Yogi Bear, and Yogi Bear is smarter than the average bear. I don't know if you knew that or not, though. Jeff knew that. Jeff's a huge gambler, dude. You ever seen Jeff ski before? He one time jumped over the Grand Canyon when they had snow there, and he actually was better than Evel Knievel. We actually still hear her. Jeff is like Chuck Norris. Now, one thing I'll give you credit for. You're took incredible risks, but I tell you what, when you go down in flames, and you're still hurt. I mean, I gotta respect that. It was dumb, but you're still getting up every day. You're still, you're facing the music. Let's see if we can get you rich on something else temporarily. But I tried to tell you not to bet so much. You didn't listen to me. You went nutbally. You went nutto. Fido nutto. But you on Karis you made. Imagine if you held up to 13. I made some money on Karis. We had an edge in that one. We had. What is it, Warren Buffett? Warren Buffett has been around since the Titanic sank. He's worth $1 billion. Of course, he's the real deal. Charlie Munger, I don't know about. I borrow a lot of Warren Buffett's saying. He's a market legend, dude. What am I going to say about him? Talk bad about him? I don't like his politics. Guy's a winner. Money-wise, as a human being, I can't speak for that. Don't know. Not his judge. That guy's been a winner. Can I tell you? Like breakout trades, he's been a winner. You a winner in this market breakout? Who might tell you wrong about getting something? You've been fortunate. You get in, you get out. I wouldn't worry about your bag in ARPO. You'll make out fine on it, my opinion. How fine, I don't know. It depends who they merge with. What you got to hope for, it's Ampavima. Ampavima is looking for a shell. You hope it's them. If it's them, it's going to be really good. And that's what you hope for. Yeah, they're looking for it. It would be great. Actually, it could go to $10. I'll be out long before then. If it's Ampavima, and we need two conditions, and the world isn't coming to an end, and bot starts to straighten out here, Botic, which I think it will recover here temporarily. They got overhot and it's correcting itself. If it holds here, we'll be all right. They got a nice clean shell, and they got plenty of money. It's ready to go. There's no guarantee they'll get a deal, though. But Ampavima is definitely looking for something. Hopefully that's the match. I think you'll see one this month. That's my opinion. Do I know? Heck, Nick, I don't know anything. Yeah, I know about that. That's how they screw savers. It awards people who are speculators and gamblers, and it punishes people who are responsible with their money. They're stealing from the poor to feed the rich. What else is new? It's amoral. It's immoral. It's disgusting. What else is new here, dude? What backs money, dude? Nothing. There's no gold standard. All money is debt, dude. We're all debt slaves. They won't let you borrow $1 billion, trillion. First of all, you're the supreme leader, Kim. You're a filthy commie. Number one. Number two, you're a nobody. You're related. Are you like the son of the head of the Fed? I'll put $2 billion in your account right now. It's all BS, dude. It's the rich steal from the poor. There's no such thing as trickle-down economics. It's trickle-up economics. And if you think the Democrats stand for you, you're wrong. They're just as corporate as anyone else. They're elitists, man. They're in their big billion-dollar donors. That's all they care about. They don't care about me and you. Why do people even get involved in politics? 90% of them are relying on lawyers. They're lawyers, dude. All they do is advocate their partisan hacks. That's all they are. And they distract the poor with all, whether it's George Floyd or whatever. Hey, you're getting screwed by the rich. You mean we're getting screwed by you? Oh, don't look behind the guy behind the green curtain. I can't see how long they're on study there. I see. There's two of them. I can't see how many weeks post-infusion. Okay, 80. That's not bad. Let's see. That's not good there. That dropped off trial. Let's see. 44. Sponsor don't mean shit here. It's synovial sarcoma. And what line setting is this? Synovial. You got two of them that are just at 80 weeks. Assuming looking at 20-something. It's pretty decent durability. Almost survivor. The other guys that draw on two of them. It's not enough of a signal to go on the other ones. It depends what kind of setting we're in here. In a front line, this would be pretty decent, actually. What setting is this? In refracted, not so much. What line are we talking about? Roofs in front line looks promising. Frontline is more about not so much about durability, it's about response. So it's good you got initial responders. The question is how durable were they? It just looks like there were 2 of them. The rest of them not so great. Still on trial. It's 80 weeks. Pretty good. So where do you go? Where do breakout trades go? What setting is this in? Impressive efficacy. It don't mean shit unless it's durable. And what line of therapy? Look it up. Come on, you don't know. You're investing in things. You should know what line of therapy they're in, dude. 90% of people don't know. They just buy everything. That's the point I've been making. You're making my point. If that's frontline, if that's frontline therapy, it's promising. And look at the safety. That's promising signal in a frontline treatment. I can tell you that. Oh, breakout? You disappear on me, dude? Okay, United States Bureau. What are you trying to say? Some value added for holdings. Well, I got to read another article. My brain is tired, dude. I've been tortured by the Supreme Leader Kim guy, dude. He's been torturing me, dude. He's been making me get a haircut. I look like the Beatles. Yeah, I need to know what line of therapy that is. Now I'm gonna look it up. What's the trial name of the trial? Do you know what's the name of the trial? I'll go look. I'll couch and I'll do it for you. I'll go look, right? Adaptimmune, I'll go on clinical, we'll see. How many trials are running? I'll just type in okay, I'll put that in there. I'll copy and paste it. Hold on. Recruiting MAGE-A4 positive tumors. ADAP subject with positive soon. Head and neck cancers, spearhead. This one, studying subject with advanced sarcoma or myxoid round cell liposarcoma. I think that's it right here. This looks like the trial here. So let's see who's running this. Adaptimmune, synovial sarcoma, and myxoid liposarcoma. Estimated study completion date 2034. Oh, it's MD Anderson running it? Okay, that's not there. Okay, it's MD Anderson? Okay. So it's not that trial, man. Okay. So it's not the Spearhead 2 study. Oh, not Spearhead 2. Spearhead 1. It's not that. That's all that shows up, so it can't be MD Anderson. Let me see if this is Adaptimmune. I don't see MD Anderson. Are you sure? I typed this in here. And that's all that's coming up is this, dude. There's only one that mentions synovial. It's called the Spearhead 1. Take MD Anderson, sponsor Adaptimmune. Let me see. I'm a little bit lost here because I see sponsor Adaptimmune. You're saying the investigators, right? Those are just people that needs me there to sponsor. I'm looking here and I'm trying to find this. Let me see. There's no trials on that thing run by MD Anderson. No, here you go. Okay, yeah, it's being run, but the spot, I see it. This is the trial. Okay. I found it. It's being sponsored. It's being run by Adaptimune, but it's being run at MD Anderson Center. And Adaptimune is paying for it. It's not an IST. It is being paid for by Adaptimune. Okay, here's something. Let's see where it is. Let me look at the image. First of all, here's the primary outcome measure. See, this data means nothing. I mean, this is what you have to learn. Does that look like 2.5 years to you? I don't know. 80, you got 2 patients at 80 weeks. That's not 2.5 years. That'd be over 104 weeks. So you don't know. Those patients could fall off and then have no OR whatsoever. That's initial OR, which means that's deceptive. That don't mean shit. They mostly dropped off. Most of those patients out of trial. So let me see inclusion. It's in a frontline setting. Diagnosis of advanced synovial sarcoma, cohort 1 and 2, or mixed maxillary liposarcoma, confirmed by cytogenetics. And get a panel name and screens. Let's see. Very difficult to enroll this. It'd be, especially with COVID right now, extremely hard. It's not exactly a common thing. So right there, see, that's the primary endpoint. Look what it says, though. 2.5 years at OR. So they're looking at durability. They're actually at ORs measured at 2.5 years. What's that just show you? That spider chart. You have 2 people that are the estrogen dropped off of the original thing. You have 2 people at that point. Look like they're still on trial at around 80 weeks. 80 weeks saying 2.5 years. Those people could drop off. Means that what you just showed me means exactly nothing. It means they had an initial response, but that's not the objective here. Overall response rate or objective response rate, overall time frame 2.5 years. So those numbers mean nothing. What you just said, see, they don't mean anything. It means nothing. So we'd have to look at, first of all, because it is a frontline setting, so you're not going to have to run tracers, so you're not heavily pre-treated. It's what it says. I'm looking right at it, dude. It's right here. You know how to read clinical identifiers. You're going to start making arguments about science. You better know how to read this. That's the trial. That's the one, dude. I'm looking right at it. I mean, it's right there. Primary outcome measure. Efficacy. And then you have several secondaries, safety, different things. And time frames, all 2.5 years, 2.5 years. This trial does not complete until 2034. So the primary, for the primary endpoint is going to be September 1st, 2021. So at that point, you're at 2.5 years. Then you have to look, if those numbers come in good, then, which it's going to be, what they're looking at, let me see, 90 participants. So what they gave you was a selective graph of selected participants. That's random. It's a single arm, open label. So they couldn't get approval off of this because it's a single arm, open label, not going to get approval. I don't think so. But Danny, if he was here, could correct me if I'm wrong. There's no blinding on it. It's open label. I mean, it is the good news for this is frontline. So what you're looking at, just a random sampling. They just did it to pump the stock. It don't means absolutely jack shit. Don't mean anything. No, this is the only trial that's running. This is it. I mean, come on, stay in your lane, bro. You don't understand this stuff. Stay in your lane. Look, I stay in my lane when I'm driving. What do I know about trading, man? I suck at it, dude. I actually used to be good. Like Jeff. I don't tell Jeff how to ski. Jeff, actually, do you know that Jeff actually skied over King Kong, dude? He actually jumped over him, dude. in Mammoth. He was attacking that area. I have it on video, but I haven't shared it. How did you do that, Jeff? I can't do it. Jeff does. I feel like I'm taking dummy pills. Not that you're dumb, Greg. You're dumb. You're a good I feel like I'm in an alternate universe here with us. Well, there you go. Close line jump. You did it. I mean, you are a risk taker, dude. I'll give you that. I mean, you're definitely an alpha male. I will give you that. I mean, you're like, you know, gonads to the wall, dude. I mean, no one can take that away from you. You're insane. I don't know, I have to talk to your girlfriend about this, see what she has to say. That's a random sampling. It's interesting to initially respond. We'll have to see how it goes. So if they're looking for durability of 2.5 years, even then, I'm not sure if this is approvable. This is really strange. 90. N90 on an open label? No. It would take a lot of money to keep running that. Church interest, but people believe it's going to work. You know, it's the same deal. So in September, you'll get to find out. Actually, in 2.5 years up, you'll see what the durability is of those people and what your ORR is. If it's 44% at 2.5 years, you got a winner, dude. Stock will go up probably triple from wherever it is, maybe $20 a share, and then I'll have some money for a phase 3. There's no way for me to know in that spiral chart because it's just a random sampling. There are 2 patients that are still on at 80 weeks, but we're looking at this weird thing here. Like, what about the other patients? Where'd they start? What about new patients? Who's what? I mean, it doesn't really tell you anything. Other than they had a response that didn't appear to be very durable. So the trend on that one would suggest it will not succeed. But again, that's a suggestion. That's not an observation. Because you had those people fall off. I have to know then, why did they fall off? Did they go to another trial? Did they die? I mean, you know, in the spider chart where they stop, except for 2. You need more than 2. That was the number there. That right there was actually 2. I don't know how many people and 1. Like, if they're looking at that, 2 of them. Let me go back and look at this. How many number of patients are on this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And you have 2, and you can't measure ORR because it's not the primary endpoint. It's 2.5 years. So those patients could have fallen off. It could be 0. You had 2. The rest of them were off trial. So you can't count those. That's actually dishonest because their efficacy is 2.5 years. That's the primary endpoint. And this is not 2.5 years. So it's absolutely just, it's kind of ridiculous going at this point. Looking at that. Again, here we're back to a circular reasoning here. I heard companies, it's called forward-looking statements, safe harbor. Companies say it all the time. To launch the product next year is what they like. We believe we're going to launch a product. They can't make a statement of fact in that when they don't know. It's not under safe harbor. Forward-looking statements, man. They hope to. I hope they do too. Help patients. I would hope they would win on that. I don't see any evidence. I don't see any evidence of that. The evidence seems to suggest otherwise. I mean, we're stuck, dude. Stay in your lane. You're not following what I'm telling you. They did when they did the trial. That is not what they did. They misrepped. Nope, we are looking right. They misrepped. They had an ORR initial. They had an initial ORR of 44%. Companies do this all the time, dude. That's how they fool guys like you in the market. It's how PRX fool people too. It's what they do. They manipulate data all the time. It's commonplace. In the old days, it used to be guys like me, and when the market wasn't throwing money at everything, we'd short it, make a lot of money, and punish them. Now shorts just get blown away. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. I mean, the whole market's gotten ridiculous, dude. It's gotten to the point of just sheer stupidity. And I blame this on Supreme Leader Kim, dude. The fact that he makes people get a bowl haircut like Paul McCartney. And then obviously they start talking. They're looking like dogwood there. Kind of looks like Neil Peart a little bit. Rest in peace. I don't know what to say. I'm going to leave. I'm just at a loss for words. I don't know. I wish ADAP good luck. I hope they hit. It helps patients if they do. Maybe they will. I mean, that's just a sampling of random patients. It's N90. That's a random sampling there. It could be that the next group, the N90, actually worked out really good. That particular group doesn't suggest that. But that's just, you're just punny looking at a hawk at that one. I mean, we don't know. Looking at one sample size. We'll have to see. If I was to base it on the sample size, I'd say no. It doesn't look good based on the sample. But that don't mean it's variance. The next patients of 14 might also be on trial. There's no way to know. You can't get a signal out of that, just like with Kayla's Cantata you couldn't. No, he's still in the poker world, dude. He's a lousy poker player. You can't play a lick anymore, dude. He's old. 107. He just got his quadruple AARP card, dude, and a quadruple bypass. He still plays, dude. I mean, I don't have a relationship with my brother. My mom doesn't either. My brother's, you think I'm mentally crazy. My brother makes me look normal. My brother makes me look like that. What's his name? Won't you be my neighbor? What was that guy's name? Mr. Roberts or something? I don't remember the freaking guy's name. I thought the guy was weird personally. A guy who talks like that, he's like offering kiddies cookies. I don't trust him. And Mr. Roberts' name. I heard he was a nice guy, though. Yeah. I mean, I have no idea what I'm even talking about right now, dude. I'm just kind of going off in tangents. But, yeah, gee, you really watched as a kid, you're Supreme Leader Kim. You're older than you're letting us know, huh? Are you Korean? Are you in Korea? You're in South Korea, though. Obviously, you wouldn't be in North Korea talking like that. You'd already be dead. South Korea, that's a big threat there. He's got all his guns pointing right at you. That's it. Unite the Koreas. Unite the clans. Seoul, that's a big city, dude. I heard that Seoul's got some... How's the soul music in Seoul? How's the brothers doing there? Yeah, the soul music in Seoul, dude. Get up! Get up! Miko Funky. Oh. I have no idea how I'm talking. I've completely gone the way of the dodo bird, dude. You know why the dodo bird didn't exist? You ever seen a dodo bird? Ain't that an island? It was like the stupid looking bird that had no hands, dude. They're like little hands, dude. It was really kind of weird. You kind of look a little bit like when Donald Trump did his hand things a little bit. So they couldn't fend off predators, ended up getting eaten. I think some people came to the island and their dogs ate them. They weren't able to fight off anything, the dodo bird. It's like a little stupid looking thing. It made no sense. And that's why it doesn't exist anymore. Oh, please. The two narcissists going at each other, dude. Phil's the bigger narcissist than my brother. Phil Hellmuth is so crazy. His wife's a shrink and can't figure him out. He's gone, that guy. Phil's completely out to lunch. Nobody's told him recess is over. He's still out in the playground and no one's there. I used to troll him all the time. He'd come to my brother's house. I would always have fun with him, dude. And I could tell you, he's a narcissist. I used to tell him all kinds of. I used to troll him all the time. Be over at my brother's house taking a spa. He'd be hanging out spa in his backyard. It'd be Phil and my brother talking. I'm like, Mike. I'm like, I think Phil's a better poker player than you. I purposely trolled him. He sucks. He ain't good. What do you mean I suck? I'm old. The title of it. This is it's not an act. These guys on TV actually are trying to act normal. They're way crazier in real life. They're way nuttier in real life than they are on TV, dude. It's just They're sitting in the backyard, no TV cameras. No, especially Phil. My brother's not like that ego-wise. So it's like, I'm a better player than him. I'm like, something, I got to agree with Phil. I do this on Phil on purpose. I'm like, Phil's like the Jack Nicklaus of poker. He has like a million major championships, dude. He's like Tiger Woods, Mike. What have you done? You're like a second rate. You don't know crap about poker. Listen to your brother. He's right. I'm like, Phil, you're the best. So I get him. I purposely got him fighting with each other. Telling you stink, dude. You can't play. Look how you played that one guy heads up. You're the worst. You're a complete donkey. What do you mean, donkey, Mike? You don't know crap. You can't even remember what your last name is. I mean, then they're going at it back and forth, and I'm sitting there laughing, watching them fighting. There's no cameras or nothing. Yeah, Phil Ivy's if you have nothing good to say about him, don't say anything about him. I ain't saying anything. I used to be friends with Danny, not anymore. Years ago. I don't know Danny anymore, so I can't tell you. Howard Letters are. You like cheaters? Remember Johnny Wanda? He got himself in trouble. Remember that guy? Please. They're poker players. John Yawanda. I don't know the good guy. I have no idea. More than that. Mark and Carl, all kinds of stuff. Remember John Yawanda? He got himself in trouble. He owed the Chinese mafia a bunch of money. Remember that guy? So unfortunately, what John Yawanda had to do to make it back, they gave him a choice. You're either going to kill you or you're going to be a male prostitute, a fag male prostitute. He chose the fag male prostitute. That's what I was told. I don't know. It could be a lie. I was told by somebody who's like a near relative of mine. I can't imagine who. That's what I was told. I'm not a witness to it. I can't tell you that. I don't know myself firsthand. I don't know. I don't know Tony G, these guys. You get me started asking me about the poker players. Holy Toledo. I don't even know. I mean, it's been years. There's guys I like Brunson was a pretty decent dude. Todd Money, he was okay. I used to party with Lane Flack all the time. I mean, we get high all the time together. Lane was all right. I don't know. I don't really know him. I don't know a lot. I mean, most of the guys I really don't know. It's been years since I talked to him. Lane, Scotty Wynn, I knew pretty well. Get drunk with him. He was all right for a weird. He was a little strange. He won my brother back in the '98 main event. He won. He was okay. Lane was a crazy partier. Used to party with him. He's a great bowler, by the way. No, I hate poker. I think poker's a joke. Poker's, if you want to call it the sport, it's a game that attracts men with small dickies. They think they're all great because they win a poker tournament. Michael Jordan, right? You teach him poker, he could conceivably win the main event. You think he could put up a double nickel at Madison Square Garden? Think Phil Hellmuth can do that in his 20s? Poker, just say no skill in poker. It's a joke, dude. What skill is there? You pay a bunch of guys at the table, right? Everybody's raising with 2-5 offsuit. The flop comes 5-5-2. And you got pocket aces, dude. And you think they're good. And you end up going broke because the guy actually hit something. You get the luck box. Poker's a joke. I watch it on TV sometimes, and some guys are good. Like I used to be very good friends with Paul Volpe, actually. I thought Paul was at one time was really good. I don't know if you heard of him before. Him and I had a falling out about something. And Paul Volpe used to come in this room in 2008 when he was doing $100 heads up. I actually one time in a live game I folded aces pre-flop. Guy made it too big. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to gamble. You win. He was drunk. He went broke. I mean, I played live games where I knew a guy had pocket aces that had pocket kings. in a live game because he couldn't wait to get his chips in the pot. I'm like, whoa, you got the Rockets, dude? And I flashed him, you're the live game at 2 Kings. And he was edge towards, yeah, you got aces. Yeah, I'm going to fold. Show me you have aces. He did. That 2005 main event, I sat behind that guy that my brother lost that big hand to. I knew damn well he had pocket ace. I couldn't say anything. He triple checked his cards. He was making sure it wasn't ace 9. I knew he had pocket aces. How quick he fired. And my brother raised, I said to my cousin, I'm like, shit, Mike has pocket kings, I bet. I'm like, fold, Mike. I can't. You think I could yell that? I'd kick me out of there. I'm on video, actually. Look it up on YouTube. I'm actually on the video talking. 2005 final table main event. He lost that big hand. Well, my brother flopped trip kings, and he's jumping up and down, and I'm yelling on video, it's not over yet. He's got outs, it's not over. I'm looking at my brother, I'm horrified. I'm like, dude, the hand ain't over. Guy's got a backdoor flush draw. He hit it. The guy went runner flush. My brother had a flush, king high. The other guy had an ace high flush. So he flopped the 2 out, and the guy made runner flush backdoored him. He was good. He stinks. But in his prime, before he started doing all the drugs, he was a great poker player. He was incredibly talented, very smart. Drugs ruined him. He got involved in partying and stuff. Brain damage from ecstasy. My brother's damaged, dude. He doesn't know how to play poker. He stinks. He's so easy that game. I could beat him with my brain half shut off. He still thinks he's good. He's not. He doesn't understand the modern metagame. He racks in these new players. They're really good. Some of these young kids are very aggressive and very good, man. What do you can do? You trap them? They're too smart for that. They understand the math really well. They're really good meta players. That's the game of poker. I'm going, dude. See you later. Too much talk.